We are going to start seated today, which is always nice. Have a swig of coffee. So when you're sitting seated, by all means you can sit on a cushion. You don't have to sit all yogic with your legs crossed, or you can sit on your heels. So when you sit on your heels, if that's uncomfortable on your knees, you can bring a pillow underneath the back of your legs and sit like that. You don't have to sit with your toes, or sit on a pillow cross-legged. So try and sit somewhere comfortable so that you can sit and breathe for a few minutes. Just gonna mute there. And then as you sit, the reason that we're trying to sit and breathe is to try and bring our attention just to our breath and nothing else. So try and draw your shoulders down, the crown of your head up. Hands can be wherever, so hands on your knees resting, basically just so that you don't try and find distractions. Or you can bring them into your lap and let your belly go. So as we breathe, we really want to expand and release our tummy. There are lots of different breathing techniques that some people find easier or hard. So we're just going to start with 4 seconds of inhale and 4 seconds of exhale, which is quite a good starting point. If you find that it panics you, then just find your own rhythm. Just going to bring that onto mute. So you can have your eyes closed or open, it's entirely up to you. The reason for all these instructions is to try and eliminate any forms of distraction whilst we concentrate on our breath. So you can inhale and exhale through the nose, or if you find it really difficult. So we're going to start with a nice slow inhale. Now this is a 4-second sound, and your exhale. So it may take you a few moments to find that rhythm. But as you lift your chest, really expand that belly, you'll fully inflate your lungs. So we're trying to bring that capacity and breath into the lower lobes of our lungs, because we tend to shallow breathe and then kind of get a bit forgotten. And it's actually really useful to bring your breath to that lower part of your rib cage, because it can help release your hormones for rest and digest. So as you slowly draw that attention to your inhale and exhale. Again, if you struggle for 4 seconds, then honestly, just bringing that attention and awareness to your breath is what we're trying to achieve. Noting that chest rise and fall. And just continuing to do this throughout your practice, throughout your day, just having that moment to draw your attention to your breath. Am I shallow breathing? Yes. Okay, let's try and slow that breath down. And you'll find that actually your mind starts to calm down. And our minds do wander. That's absolutely normal. Just try and bring it back to your breath as it does. Inhaling and exhaling. And even if there are noises and distractions around you, trying to learn to just bring that attention and focus onto your breath, onto you, just for a few moments. Acknowledging it, being aware, but then attention back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And then finding your own rhythm. So you might like to count for that 4 seconds, or you might just want to be aware of how your body changes its breath. comes quicker, slower. And still just scan your face, your jaw, make sure that that's nice and relaxed. Your neck. And just slowly draw that right ear to that right shoulder. And then up and over to the left. Come back to centre, draw that chin to your chest. And then draw that head back up into a neutral position. You're going to bring your right hand behind you, left hand to right knee, and twist that torso round. So you're using your hands to try and help move that torso. Try not to bring your neck round to crank your neck. Come round to the other side. So left hand behind you, right hand to left knee. Hopefully creating that little twist in the spine. You can maybe hear a few little pops. And then come back to centre. Inhale, reach both arms up, nice and tall. Bring that right hand by that right hip. Reach that left arm up and over. So a side stretch. Up and over to the left. Plump that left hand down, right hand up and over. Come back to centre. We're going to come onto all fours. So remove your block or cushion. So tabletop position. And then you're just pulling your chest through, coming into that cat position. If you've got lower back problems, really don't emphasise that bend in that lower back. So as you pull your chest through, you're taking an inhale, and then as you exhale, you're arching your back, pushing into your shoulders, finding that cat position. Inhale, pull that chest through. This time, draw those heels into your bottom. And then as you exhale, flatten the tops of your feet onto the mat, arch your back, and if you want, you can lift your knees. It engages your tummy, brings a bit of warmth into that belly, and then slowly lower those knees, pull that chest through. Option is to bring those heels in if you want. Exhale, drop those feet, arch that back, drop your knees if you want to. Drop those knees, come to a neutral spine, take your right leg back out behind you nice and straight, extend that opposite arm, so that left arm is in front, find your balance, you can flip your toes here if you need to. You're going to draw your elbow and your knee together to meet, taking an inhale and then exhale, gliding it out. Inhale, draw that elbow and knee in, and then glide out. Be careful not to dump all of that weight into that right wrist. So almost try and pull that weight out again. One more, elbow into knee, and then gliding it back out. Now you can stay here, or your option is to try and draw that heel into your bottom again, and see if you can reach around with that left hand to find that foot. Now you can always use a strap or a cord to draw that foot in if you want to. Eventually you might reach it. If you have got a hold of that foot, you're trying to push into that hand to open up that chest. And then gently release, bring that hand and that knee down, taking that left leg straight out behind you. Again, flipping your toes if you need a bit of extra balance, extending that opposite arm, so that right arm, find that balance, and then draw that elbow in to meet knee. And then exhale out. Inhale in, and then out. Again, conscious, being aware you're not putting all that weight into that left wrist. Again, draw that elbow in to meet knee, glide it back out. Now you can stay here, or you can draw that heel into your bum again, reach around with that hand to see if you can find that foot. It doesn't matter, you can draw that heel in and reach around with that hand. If you have got that hold, pushing into your hand to lift that chest. And then gently release. Bring that hand and that knee down. Bring your hands just a fraction forward. Flip your toes, come into downward dog. So you're lifting your bottom up. Here you can pad one heel down, then the other. And then we're going to find ourselves at the top of our mat. So you can either do that by walking your feet, we did this in Mike's class yesterday, or you can do a little hop. So you're bending your knees, bring your feet to your hands, inhale, bringing yourself all the way up, and then exhale, we're folding forward. So we're hinging forward, bringing our hands down, inhale, come to flat back, exhale, fold forward. Keeping our knees nice and soft in this forward fold. We're going to interlace our hands behind our back and then draw them up and over our head. Or imagining they're going up and over our head, just to open up those shoulders. And then slowly release, bringing those hands back in front of your feet. You're going to take your right foot back into a lunge and drop that knee. Sweep both arms up, inhale, and then exhale, draw those elbows back, lift that chest. Imagine your elbows are trying to meet behind you. Sink those hips down if you can. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, elbows back. One more, reaching up, and then bring those elbows back. Framing that foot with your hands, you're going to come back to plank. You can drop your knees if you want to. And we're going to do a little vinyasa. So a vinyasa is a flow of movements. So you're going to slowly lower your chest and your chin down, sweep up for an upward dog, and then flip your toes into downward dog. So you can always just go straight into downward dog if we talk about vinyasas. And again here, you can gently walk your feet to your hands or do a little hop. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up. Careful not to go so quickly so you don't get head rush. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to that flat back. So bring your hands underneath your knee, try and pull that chest through. Exhale, fold forward. That left leg is coming back behind you now. Dropping that left knee, reaching both arms up. So here you should be feeling that stretch in the front left. Inhale as you reach, exhale, drawing those elbows back, lifting that chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows back. One more. Draw those elbows back. Lift that heart, frame that foot. Now this is where you can either go straight into your downward dog or you can follow me. So we're going to come to plank, lower our chest and our chin down, sweep up for that upward dog, flip our toes, downward dog. And again, one heel down then the other. You might like to just hang out here. Some people love or hate this pose. And then we're going to find ourselves at the front of the mat again. Hop or walking our feet, staying in that forward fold, keeping our knees nice and soft, trying to fold over those thighs. So you can bend your knees as much as you want to. Feel that length in that hamstring. You're going to take your right foot back, drop that knee, and we're going to shuffle this left foot out to the side. So you're going to bring your hands to the inside. I think this was another one of Mike's that I'm stealing. So this is our lizard position. It's quite harsh on the hips, but if you just gently walk your hands forward and then gently back, just to ease that pressure off. So we're just walking it forward and then back. Opening up those hips. One more. I mean, some people really sink down into this pose. My hips are definitely not made for that. The outside blade of your left foot, if you just roll that foot out a little bit, you get a little bit more of an opening in those hips. But just be sure to support yourself on the inside. Then you're going to slowly walk your hands back. You can bring this left hand to the other side, come into your half splits. So you're straightening that left leg. Your hamstrings are tight, they will be saying good morning to you right now. So you're going to do this cat-cow position. So you're going to pull your chest through, take an inhale. Yep, my hamstring says hello. And then you're going to curl your back into that cat position. Pull that chest through, take an inhale. Exhale, arch your back. One more. Just in your own time, think about that breath. Don't think about, you might have lovely, super not tight hamstrings, and then arch your back. Bringing that weight forward. You're going to bring that hand to the inside of that foot again. So it's staying in this lizard lunge. Now we're going to reach our left arm up and back. So we're opening up our chest into our hips. Your option here if you want, because I do like to bring my heel into my bottom. So you can reach around and see if you can find that foot. Now it might be that you have to bring your bum back a little bit, find that movement. But as you kind of open up your hip, you can either just keep your hand and your foot there if they don't meet. It does not matter. It's just about opening up that hip, opening up that chest. Finding that stretch that works for you. Might not be the same as me, we're all different bodies. And then release that hold if you've got it. Hands to the inside of that foot. You're going to bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Coming into a squat. Reach your arms forward. Hold it there. Inhale, connect your palms, release those legs. Shuffle those feet underneath your hips. Reach those arms up and over your head. Inhale, exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come to flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Left leg back this time. Dropping that knee, bringing your hand to the inside of that foot. So you're shuffling that foot slightly wider than your hip. Here, walking forward or walking back. If you've got a block or a book, you might find that that is more of a comfortable position. If you can't quite reach your hands to the mat. Again, sort of bringing a little bit of weight into that hip and then bringing it back. Using the outside blade of that right foot just to rock that knee out to open up that hip a little bit more. And then flattening that foot, reaching that right arm up and back. So you can just hold it there, reaching back. Or you can try and bring that heel into your bottom. Like I say, it might be that you need to kind of bring your bottom back. That might be where you find that stretch is good for you. It might be that you want that knee out. Try and get something out of it that's not painful. And then slowly release. Bring that hand in, straighten that right leg. You can bring that right hand to the other side. Waking up that other hamstrings. You pull that chest through. Take an inhale. Exhale, arch your back. Curling around that front thigh. Inhale, pull through. And then exhale, arch your back. One more. And then bring that weight forward, bending that right knee. Hand in front of that foot. So right hand in front of that right foot. Going to come back to that squat. So that left foot behind left hand. Try and keep your bum down. Reach your arms forward. Engage in that tummy. Connect those palms. Inhale. Release those legs. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Shuffle those feet underneath your hips. Scoot those arms up overhead as you reach up nice and tall. And you're going to interlace your hands. And then we're just going to get our thumb and our forefinger, a bit like Charlie's Angels. It's a mudra, a hand gesture. So as you stand up, you're going to bend over to the right. And then up and over to the left. Come back to centre. Release that hold of your hands and fold all the way forward. Inhale, come to flat back. You're going to take your right foot back, drop that heel and come to warrior two. So warrior two, our front knee is bent. You might find you need to shuffle your legs so that it feels a bit more comfortable. Your arms are out by the side. Flip that left palm. You're going to reach that up. Slide that hand down that right leg. And then coming over to the other side here, your option is you can rest that elbow on your thigh, or you can bring that hand to the inside of your foot, reach that right arm up, sink those hips down, or like I say, you can rest here. And then reverse again. And then bring those arms out to the side, straighten that left leg. Point your toes towards the long edge of the mat, so they're matching that right foot. You're going to fold forward, bring your hands down to the earth. Again, you might need to shuffle your feet to get comfortable. Again, you might need a block. You're going to rest that left hand down, reach that right arm up to the sky. And as you open that chest, it's almost like you're feeling that stretch from that left foot up to that right hand. Head can be either looking up or looking down. Slowly bring that right hand down, left arm up. Again, we're trying to open up our chest. So go round as far as you can. And then slowly bringing that hand to the floor. Here, we're going to start bending our right knee and trying to stretch that inner thigh. So this is our Skandasana. Some people call it surfer's stretch. So it might be that you're just bending here, stretching the inside of that thigh, or you can come all the way down to the floor if you can get back up. But you can always bring your hands to the floor to judge how far that stretches. And again, you're not wanting to like just lump all of that weight down, because that won't be very good on your knees or the inside of your thigh. And then you're going to bring that weight up and over. Again, you can use your hands or no hands. Back to that warrior two position. Windmill those hands to frame that foot. And here is our vinyasa. So you can find downward dog, or you can come to plank, dropping your knees if you want to. Lowering that chest and that chin down. Sweep up for that upward dog. Flip your toes into downward dog. And here we're going to sweep that right leg up and through in between our hands, finding warrior two on the other side. So dropping that heel, bending that right knee, windmilling those hands, flip that right palm up, reach up, feel that length from that right side, coming over to the right, either elbow is resting on your thigh, or you can have a little play. See if you can come down to the floor. Reach that left arm up. Then reverse. Bring those arms back to warrior two. Straighten that right leg. Point your toes towards the long edge of the mat so they're matching that left foot. And then we're going to start to find Skandasana on the other side. So slowly start to bend that left knee. See how far you can go down. Again, you don't want to just dump that weight. So if you can find yourself on the floor, hopefully you can find that balance. So you're just trying to stretch the inside of that right thigh. And then hands or no hands, shifting that weight up and over to warrior two. Windmilling those hands to frame that foot, bringing that right foot back to plank. We're all going to drop our knees, bum over heels, come into child's pose. So walk your hands forward, your knees can be wide or under your tummy. And just slowing that breath down. Sweeping that right arm underneath that left. So you're walking that hand underneath to feel that stretch in your shoulders. Bring that right hand back to meet left. Sweep that left hand underneath that right armpit, and you're almost crawling that hand across the floor so you can feel that stretch around that shoulder. And then bring that left hand back. Bring yourself up onto your heels. You're just going to shift your weight so you come onto your bottom. Scoot your bum towards your heels. Lower yourself down. Fingertips towards your heels. Keep that neck in line with that spine. We're going to do bridge. So the small of your back is going to make contact with the mat, and then you're going to push your hips up to the sky. Interlace your hands underneath your body, but here I want you to come onto your shoulders. So you're almost shimmying your shoulders underneath you, so you can feel that stretch again in your shoulders. You push your hips up, remembering to breathe, engage in your tummy, and then slowly release. Bring those hips down, release those hands. Hug that right knee into your chest, let that left leg go long. Take that left knee across, no, right knee across your body to the left. Turn your head over to the right. Gently twisting. And then really think about that lower rib cage again. You've got that right side to breathe into. Come back to centre, hug that left knee in, right leg goes long, squeeze it in. Take it across your body, turn your head in the opposite direction, gently twisting that spine again. Coming back to centre, hug your knees into your chest. And gently circle your knees in one direction and then the other. And then allow yourself to relax. Let your legs go long. Your arms go wide, palms facing out, and just bring that attention and focus back onto your breath. Slowing it down, bringing that awareness and tension to your body, releasing any tension. Breath, slow your thoughts, and give this moment 100% of your time, 100% of your attention. Try and take that throughout your day. There are going to be distractions, there are going to be things that need our attention. Try and give everything 100%. Are you trying to be on the computer, on the phone, sorting the dog out? Just focus on your breath, decide what needs your attention, and give it 100%. Gently bring that awareness and tension to your fingers and your toes, wriggling them in one direction, then the other. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Allow your body to stretch, bring your arms up over your head, past your ears. Grab hold of that left wrist, bring it over to the right. Grab hold of that right wrist, bring it over to the left. Come back to centre, scoop your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And gently rock from side to side as you slowly Start to wake up your body, allowing it to feel energized for the day. And allow your body to drop to one side. Without thinking, just allow it. And then slowly bring yourself to seated, drawing the crown of your head up, dropping your shoulders. Sweeping both arms up overhead, connect your palms to seal that energy in, and then draw your hands to heart center. Feeling at peace and ease and grounded. And taking that with you throughout your day, the rest of the week, the weekend. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye, surrender yourself forward. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me.